Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, as you all know, I started the Top Step Prop Firm Challenge. I got the 50K count, and basically now I am documenting my journey through taking this challenge. So, max drawdown is $48,000, and then the profit target is $3,000, so $53,000. So I want to document my journey, my trades, and I told you guys, like, if I took a trade, I was gonna be on here and basically just document the whole process. And today we took a trade. Today we got into our trade, and even though I got out earlier than I wanted, I'm still happy I managed to profit on 4 points, which was just a little under my objective of 5 points profit. But to kickstart the trade off, or the challenge off, with a win is awesome. So I just want to go into the charts, show you the trade I took, and yes, let's get right into it. So of course, we start on the daily time frame. Okay, so what was going through my mind on the daily time frame? Yesterday I wanted to see sells. We didn't actually get an opportunity yesterday, which is fine, but today I was going in with the same mindset that I wanted sells. So because of that, I went on the daily time frame and I was like, okay, this right here seems to me to be somewhat of a balanced price range, because we came down, came up, came down again, and then left it, traded around here, and then broke down again. So we have some price movement in this area. So I didn't really want to see the price go higher above this area. And after I was like, okay, like what, like, let's see if that's like a thing. So if we look at the low of this body of this candle, we can see that it goes right into here, which is the high of this candle. And I was like, okay, so we didn't get past it then. We tried to get back up again yesterday, but we couldn't get past this high. And if you look close, we came to about the consequent encroachment of this wick. Here, 1 second. I have to get my toolbar. Okay, so we came to the consequent encroachment of this wick right here. And if we just look at it, look at how perfectly it came up to the consequent encroachment of this daily wick. I mean, we didn't even hit the consequent encroachment. So to me, that states that we're going to probably have a down day. We're looking like the market's pretty weak, like it can't even get to the consequent encroachment of this daily wick. Yes, we took out yesterday's high and of course Friday's high, but the fact we couldn't get past this consequent encroachment of the wick told me that, okay, we're probably gonna go lower. So with that mindset in mind, I was looking for lower prices. I want to see this low taken out, and then of course this daily low. Let's just jump down to the 1 hour time frame. All right, so imagine this is where we stopped this morning. Okay, I saw we wanted these lows to be taken out, and then I also wanted this new week opening gap traded to, because we haven't traded to it. We did on Monday a little bit, but we didn't even get to the consequent encroachment of that. So I want to see this new week opening gap traded to. So my draw on liquidity is lower pricing. I want to see lower pricing. If we look a little bit more, we see we came up, took out these highs right here, right here, right here. So that's a pretty substantial run, came back down, and then we had a gap here. this is a new day opening gap right here. And because we had this gap, I wanted to see, all right, like why did we stop in the middle? I mean, again, that's just showing me that we have, see, look how perfectly it came to that consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. That, again, that's showing me that we want to go lower. We're looking for lower pricing. Okay, so we have the new week opening, or new day opening gap consequent encroachment. That is the London high. I'm like, okay, we're not getting into these areas. Obviously, we're gonna want to see some sells. So let's just go right down to the 15-minute time frame. Again, we can see how that new day opening gap was traded to, just to the consequent encroachment though, right? We have this black box right here is our opening range gap. Again, how you find it is you toggle from electronic trading hours to regular trading hours. I just mark it out with a black box and then it extends itself. So this morning I was a little bit like, okay, I'm not sure whether, like, I don't see a trade yet set up. And then I noticed that we had these relative equal highs. And I was like, okay, like I don't want to take a trade potentially. I mean, if there's something, I'm willing to take the trade for a sell, because again, like myself, I'm biased on sells. But I wanted to see these relative equal highs taken out first. So let's just jump down right to the 5-minute time frame. All right, so this is a 15-minute fair value gap, this purple box right here. The fact we couldn't close it in was that gave me an indication that, okay, we're probably selling again. But in this time frame, I was like, okay, waiting. I wanted to see a displacement take place. I wanted to see some buy-side liquidity taken before we went down. We did have this high taken right here and then dropped down lower. But then the market came right back up, and then the market went right back up here, took out this high right here, could not take out these relative equal highs, came right back down, and then again, we're just in this like little range. And then all of a sudden, 10-15 hits, boom, shot way higher, took out these relative equal highs, and traded into the 15-minute fair value gap. But then we had a halt. We couldn't close the fair value gap, and then we traded way back down. So it was just like a what, and then a what, and then I wanted to see this happen. I didn't want to see it happen this fast, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I noticed we have this break of market structure now. Break of market structure on the 5-minute time frame. We took out relative equal highs. Our draw on liquidity is lower, so we are looking for sells. So we went down to the 1 minute, saw this happen. There was this 1 minute fair value gap. We could have used this as an entry, as a inversion fair value gap, but again, I wanted to see like, okay, are we actually going lower? Like I need to see like a break of market structure. As soon as we broke this low, we wanted to get in a short, essentially, because now we have the break in market structure we've been looking for. NASDAQ and the Dow are following, so they're both going lower, so that is good sign that we are wanting to drop lower. We did take out some buy-side liquidity, traded into a higher time frame inefficiency, and now we have this break in market structure. Now, see this fair value gap right here? I actually used this fair value gap to get into the trade. Yes, I could have used this one. Yes, it would have worked out. But the reason I used this one was because I had a bit of a better entry. But not only that, look at how the market reacted already to this fair value gap before we shot higher. So when I seen the market like react to it again, I was like, okay, we are gonna take an entry because we have the break of market structure, we have the 1 minute fair value gap, we have our drawn liquidity. Basically, we have everything here for an optimal setup. So I used this one to get in, and 5-point stop loss is right above that wick, so it's perfect. I mean, the fact that we have that stop loss above here follows our rules. Another reason why we wanted to take the entry here was that we could still have a valid 5-point stop loss. So we took it, and right away we went into profit, which is awesome, and it's amazing to see. My drawn liquidity was actually just the high of this daily fair value gap. Of course, I know my ultimate drawn liquidity is much lower, down to this fair value gap here. But the fact that we had a 11 point run lower, just off of this down to here, that is all we need. So yes, I entered in on this fair value gap right here, but also with the confluence of this fair value gap, had our stop loss at this place right here, which was key for this trade, making sure it's above the candlestick that created the fair value gap. And again, if we did go higher, we really didn't want to be in the trade anyways, so I was like, okay, like that's a perfect place for a stop loss. And then of course the drawn liquidity. Let me show you guys my execution. Again, I entered at this fair value gap, and then I got out at, I was trying to aim for this low right here, tried to get out like right as soon as it hit the 5-point marker, just because I was like, hey, it's my first trade of my trading, like my prop firm challenge. I'm like, hey, it would be nice if this was a win. Like, I wasn't gonna be upset if it wasn't, but it's just like a nice start, you know? So we did end up taking profits at 4 points. And then of course we see the market still trade lower and down into these areas right here, which was the daily low, this new week opening gap, and the daily fair value gap. So that is my first trade of the prop firm challenge. I am super excited. Yes, it was a win. Yes, the market was a little bit crazy this morning, but I really did want to see it take out these relative equal highs. And the fact that it then traded down, gave us our entry, I was like, okay, this is it. Like, let me just get in the trade. And as you guys know, I'm working on getting into my trades. So the fact that I even got in, I'm super proud of myself. And the proof is in the pudding, I guess, as you would say. So I'm super excited. And yes, this is my first trade of the prop firm challenge. And I will continue to share my journey with you guys, share the charts, share everything. Again, we did end up trading lower into my ultimate target, which is of course this fair value gap right, or this new week opening gap right here. So we haven't quite reached it, but if we could keep it open till tomorrow, that's great. I'll just trade it tomorrow. But we'll see, because it's looking it's going to consolidate a bit. I know we have some news in the afternoon, so it'll probably drop lower and into this new week opening gap. But yeah, I am super pumped. Our first trade of the challenge. And yeah, I'm just, excited. I hope you all enjoyed this video very much. I will keep you posted with my challenge, with my emotions, and yeah, just keeping it real with you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next time we enter a trade. All right, bye for now.